we're up against circus collectors. I do think that the bidding could be a little bit more ferocious.
Con Baker was a longtime resident of the University District. He's probably one of our greatest heroes.
He rode as a trick bicycle rider, and he rode in a costume called the Great Diablo. He rode as the devil.
He perfected the loop-de-loop riding a bicycle. He linked up with various circuses and traveled the world, and then spent the rest of his life painting.
All of this stuff was in the cabin.
The cabin was eventually sold to a private owner, but the family took many of the collections and pieces, and that seems to be what's on auction right now. We feel it's significant just because it's a story in Columbus that a number of people know about, but very few people have ever seen anything tangible from it.
Yes or no? I'm ambivalent. So.
To me, it's a no.
Yeah, fine.
We've gathered together at a very early morning, the day of the auction, to actually look through all of the lots that are coming up to make sure that we're not accidentally outbidding each other. So we've called those people who we think we're bidding. Some of them we're just going to be purchasing probably for the very reason we are, to save something.
You have this one on your list, Angela, which would be 3165.
We invited the library to come down so we could actually look through everything together and had time to talk about it.
Our goal at Columbus Metropolitan Library in the Local History and Genealogy Division is to collect and preserve materials relating to Columbus and Central Ohio history. So when we heard about the Con Baker auction, we were really interested in making sure that at least some of these materials were able to stay accessible to the public, so they didn't fall in private hands and be unavailable for future researchers and historians.
I think we can figure out your stuff easiest, right?
Probably. When we have collections like this come up of this significance and this size, we often will get together and talk through what organization is the most appropriate for the material to go to. So at the library, for example, we focus on two-dimensional materials, documents, photographs. Any three-dimensional material is outside our scope, but we know that the folks at the Ohio History Connection, for example, have the resources and the expertise to care for those kinds of collections.
This is the one where they lent the horns for a costume party and they never got him back. But the costume is high on our list.
It'd be nice to keep kind of the physical items together. So like the bike,
Absolutely.
the costume, his trunks, kind of like a complete exhibit.
3162 is what we want to try, the Grand Circus poster.
We've had a number of developers in the area step up, private citizens who within 48 hours put in money. So I think it shows that push or shove, we may be in a highly interesting times with development, and a lot of our history seems to be sort of eroding, but progress goes on, but people still care about history.
After looking at that inventory list, any expectation we had was exceeded by the magnitude of this collection. Imagine walking into a room and just being overwhelmed with painting after painting that you had seen maybe one example of, and now here is his entire collection. It was just mind-boggling.
Did he take a spill or did he take a shot to the heart?
What became apparent was that there would, in certain cases, probably be a bidding war.
Well, I go into the auction hall and I think, oh my goodness, there's an awful lot of material here. And in one room, there were about maybe 15 or 20 boxes that were full of letters. And I tried to go through those, and I would look, and there would be things like his electric bill and his gas bill. And he was a fellow that didn't throw anything away. But then I'd find a letter from like Arthur Prescott to him, and I think, oh my goodness, this is a big deal. I think, well, I got to buy this just for that.
Hopefully you have done your homework, looked at it, lots of cool. I will be sad to see it go. I saw the movie The Greatest Showman. That's the story of P.T. Barnum, and I just kept thinking about Cannes and what a crazy thing to do at that time. 3155. This all has to do with the Loop and Diavolo. 130, 140, 150, and 60 and 70. 180, 190, and 2, and 25, and 50, and 75. 500 bid go 550. Want back in at 550. Sold 500, 129.
400, 425, 425. Sold 400 to 129.
250 I need. Don't lose it for that. Sold 225, 129.
The first three items we lost to a circus collector. And I remember looking over at Matt, and both of us were a little dismayed.
Sold 300, 129. A big circus mural. 275 and 300 and 300 down. 3 do you want back in at 3 and 300 where? 270.
Finally, we won an item.
Sold 136.
We felt after that everything was going to work out.
Sold 650, 136.
Sold 136.
This is the coolest thing of all. J.C. Carter Diavolo costume with the accompanying photos. You'll never find this again. 400, 425, 450, 500, 550, 600, 600 where?
We were kind of up against a formidable opponent on some of the items.
1050, 11, 1150, 12.
The hot item during the auction was definitely the Diavolo costume.
18, 19, 2020.
I was holding out on a couple other items for this big purchase.
23, your turn again. 2300, 24, 25.
That one did escape us,
Sold 2400 to 129.
but I think we ended up getting some unique things, including Mr. Baker's bicycle. We got a trunk that Mr. Baker traveled with, and it has stickers from all over the world. We got the drawings for the Loop, which I think is one of the more unique items.
I'm afraid to touch anything.
We were so excited about the extent of what we had acquired in the collection that we decided to have a viewing party. And we invited members of the community, Columbus Public Library, our donors, and also a circus collector by the name of Fred Fenning.
Should you ever want to part with that one, we would, God love it.
I might.
Seriously?
Yeah. One of the things that I've gotten from this collection is it feel like I've gotten to know Con Baker. I'm hopeful that in the next few years I'm going to write an article about this. I've got a lot of research to do.
We're always interested in having family members talk to us before materials go to auction so that we can have some of those conversations and at least get a digital image.
We're excited about this collection, and we're also excited about the potential of having an exhibit.
My hope for this material is that it will be able to stay together and to be available for other researchers down the line.